that's what I'm going to be sharing with you. And the first thing that you must let go of in order to raise your vibration has to do with letting go of grudges and letting go of victimization. Now, what I'm going to do right now is show you this chart right here. And this chart comes from a book that is called Power versus Force. Now, this is a book by Dr. David Hawkins. It was a book that's all about understanding consciousness in a certain level type format. Now, the idea behind this scale that you see right here is that in the lower emotions, you'll see emotions such as shame, such as guilt, such as anger. What happens is as you move up this vibrational scale, you will feel better, your emotions will raise, and at the same time, you will be raising your vibration. Now, you'll see that at a certain point, you'll see the emotions of neutrality, of willingness, then you'll eventually move up to acceptance, then eventually to love, and then joy, peace, and enlightenment, which is at like the very top. Now, the idea behind this is that in order to move up the scale the quickest, one of the things that is so powerful is learning forgiveness. Now, the idea behind this is that when you forgive, what you do is you let go of all these lower emotions. You let go of shame, of guilt. You let go of really any victimization of thinking that things happen to you. Now, this is why forgiveness is such a powerful practice. But the main idea behind this, and the easiest technique that I have ever found for forgiveness, is understanding this simple idea that everybody will always make decisions based upon their own level of rationalization. Now, what this means is that from a certain perspective, if somebody did something to you, they did something to you from their own thought process, which means that we may not understand it from our perspective, but they had to rationalize it at a certain point of view. Now, let's take an example for this. Say somebody stole from you. They tried lying about it, but they stole from you. Now, at a certain level, this person that stole from you had a perspective of limitation. They had some type of perspective that they had not enough and that they needed more. Now, out of their powerlessness, out of their lower emotional state of being of their perspective, they made the decision to steal from you. Now, from one perspective, you can look at it and you can see that that person did something to you. You can have the discernment, like maybe you won't trust them or maybe you won't be around them. But the idea behind this is not to be attached to the label of victimization, that they did that to you and that it is something that we need to hold on to. Now, understand that whatever emotions we are holding on to, we are feeling within ourselves and we are creating patterns to where we will create it again. So the idea is that unless we actually forgive,